Calculus Unit 1, Day 1 and 2 Notes, Part 2. Okay, so we're looking at this first example. Same function, so let's consider the function f of x equals 2x squared plus 5x minus 3 all over x squared minus 9. Numerical analysis, so we're going to look at a table of values, and we're going to fill in these values right here. Now, you can, for the next couple problems, we're looking at the same function, but with a bunch of different values. Um, I'll show you a little shortcut on your graphing calculator that you can do, but I'll fill this in for you, and you can fill it in also. So let's first fill that in, and then see if we can answer some questions. Okay, so here's what I get for values, and based on these values, they're asking what is the limit of the function f of x as x approaches negative infinity. So, hey, I kind of see this is my dividing point. I'm at negative 50, negative 100, negative 500, negative 1000. I'm approaching negative infinity. It looks like these numbers 1.906, 1.951, 1.990, 1.995. It looks like it's getting closer and closer to 2. Over here, as x approaches positive infinity, hey, say I said there's my dividing line, 50, 100, 500, 1000. The x values are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. 2.106, 2.052, 2.010. These numbers keep, again, looks like it's approaching 2. Okay, so let me just show you on the calculator how we can get those values to come in. So on the calculator, first thing we do is put in the function, and just make sure you put the numerator in parentheses, denominator in parentheses. Now what we want to do is, we're so used to doing table, and again I see, all right, there's a negative 50, so I would normally probably go in, type in negative 50, and I know the next one's 100, so let's do this. Then I go to my table, and now I get negative 50, 50, and 100, but then I got to keep moving around to find all the other ones. When I go back here, table set, we've always probably at this point used automatic for independent, automatic for dependent. I'm going to put ask for the independent, and so that way when I go to table, hey, what do I want this to be? I want it to be, and I'll go in order for what I had, negative 1000, there's my value. Negative 500, there's my value. I think the next one's negative 100, there's my value. Negative 50, there's my value. Not negative. Look at that, just 50. And so this is where I can get all the values. I already did 50, so I'll do 100. And hopefully this is something we remember how to do, because there'll be a lot of times where I have to fill in data tables, and it would just take a lot of work to change the table set to be able to get to all those values. Okay, so that's going to help us fill in these tables and continue to answer these questions. Okay, so that is the first example from part 2. So let's use that, what we know, and let's fill in the next couple charts and try to answer the question for what we have there.